Now we will be looking at the workshop that I was going to be doing with you. On the Moodle page there is an InDesign file that you can load up that looks like this, minus actually this picture, which is also there, and I have placed it next to my page here so that I can just show you some of the ways that I would suggest you might want to go through this. So now that you know how to put text on a page, I'm going to remind you how to bring an image in, and you can work out how to format text, etc., etc. Then you should be able to manage this without too much trouble. It will test your abilities. So the only thing I haven't done is I haven't really looked out some suitable images. So let me just go and show you on the screen. Hang on a minute. Okay, so let's say children in school. Let's say young children in school even. And images. Okay, looking quickly at the file that I asked you to look at, you need a sort of smiley child image there, and you need something like a parent or something like that. So I'm going to pick things that are fairly suitable. What I should tell you to do in the first place is to make sure that these images are of a decent size. And if you go to Tools across the top there, so we're looking in images on Google and Tools, and it doesn't matter too much about this as copyright issues for this particular thing, because this is just an exercise for you. Go to Large. That'll mean that we're going to get hopefully the most decent images. I like that one. Nice smiley little boy. So let's right click on that and save image in my new folder. Smiley boy. And I like that one of children playing with an adult. Okay, so save image as group. Okay, and they're JPEGs, so that's fine. So save both of those. Let's go out of there, back into here. Okay, so we have our images saved. On this that I've actually saved for you already, I've already put there a sort of yellow circle and another one, a shape that is a purpley kind of shape there. So we're really going to have to go through some of these other ways of looking at this image so we can imitate it. So we've got obviously this kind of circly thing here. Then we've got an image of a child there. We've got this big blue sort of grey shape underneath and some other bits and bobs. Okay, so if we can start with importing the images. So I've created a box there that is ready for an image. It's a little bit too big actually, but we can alter that. So let's say File, Place, and we need the smiley boy, and there he is. Well, he's not actually, because he's far too big for that particular box. So let me just move this out of the way for a minute and remind you there's several ways of doing this, lots and lots of ways. Right, what I've done is go to my tools here and pick on the direct selection tool. I'll just come away a bit. Can you see? I'm going to have to move these things out of the way. I've got a slightly different interface on this one. This is brown box here. These lines are where this image actually expands to. So I'm going to, with my finger on my shift key, now I can see, look, that image is really quite big compared to the circle that I want to put it in. So here we are. We're going to move it down and move it around, always keeping my finger on the shift key, and we go in using my zoom and that's quite nice. I quite like that. It's a nice picture. So we have now an image. Let's go to this. An image of a child, and it fits. It kind of fits. It's actually a little bit less close up than I'd want it, so I'm gonna need to change that box down a little bit, or rather the circle. So let me get that to a more reasonable size, a bit more similar to that, and I'm gonna move it across and I make it a bit bigger, and that'll do. That's similar enough. Okay, so we have a box here that on the other, if we're imitating the one next to that, this is not an exact science. I'm going to bring it in so that it just comes off of the page, and it's slightly sort of tweaked round a bit, so we're going to rotate it ever so slightly. If you go to the corner, you can rotate, look, so we've rotated that. This is probably a little bit too big, so I'm going to scale that down too by grabbing the corner with my shift key. Anyway, that'll do for now. We can always alter it. Okay, let's start on the next thing. Right, we need this bluey grey. So what you can do is you can go to your eyedropper tool. We go to the eyedropper tool. You've got plenty of different things on here. You can try them all, but I just want the single eyedropper tool, and I would like to now, whoops, I'm actually selecting that orange box. I want to come off that. So with nothing selected, I'm going to click on there, and can you see just down here, if I go to the stroke, just down here, this is the colour applied. I'm going to apply none. So I have a blue and a none. So if I was to make a shape now, it would be filled with blue with nothing outside. What I'd also like to do, if I double click on that, is add it to my swatches. Let me show you my swatches and say OK. So my swatches at the moment, I have the two that I've already added in for you, the purple and the yellow, because I'm nice like that. And now you have your red, green and blue values for this particular colour, which is the grey colour. Okay, so let me move that out of the way. Oops, I'm going to put it over there, nice and neatly. And I'm going to try to just take another look at this image, or this whole thing. And we need to create this shape that kind of has a diagonal just across there, look. So, easy peasy. I'm going to go to my pen tool, and I'm going to go across the line. Now I haven't put any bleed on this, but we're going to do it just outside of the line, and I'm going to go across like that, and that's actually not too bad. I think this is just a low resolution image, so you've got a few sort of speckly bits there, but we'll just say it's a flat colour. Near enough. This needs to move to the back, so we go to Object, Arrange, Centre Back. Now that's looking not too bad. You can bring in images now, so you can easily make a box for an image. There we go. The one with the cross in it is ready for the image. Keep your finger down on the shift key. Make yourself a circle. Let's do the other one. File, place, group, open. That one fitted really well. But we need the little yellow round in the front. So we'll say Object, Arrange, Bring to Front. Okay, so you might want to start positioning these just where they're going to go, and then working on some text boxes now. So if we've got text boxes, let's go to a text box and we can start the white text. You could think of doing this in separate parts. You're absolutely fine to do however this works, as long as you make this similar to obviously that text, I selected it all, needs to be white. So you can do it down here or you can do it up here. You can do it several places actually. I'm going to say paper. I'm going to make it quite a lot bigger in order to be able to see it. So let me check that up. I don't like the hyphenation, so I'm going to paragraph and take the hyphenation off. And now it's just a case of working out how big that box is going to be, what text, what type of text it's going to be, etc., etc. I'm going to leave it there because I made a good start. So you will be putting perhaps several different boxes of text on here in different colours. You'll be centering it and all sorts of things. You'll be making sure that you try to imitate this as much as you can. That's it.